Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. What I'm going to be demonstrating is today is how to create a link to the um, library that we created in part one of this series working with lists and REST API. So this was the original REST code that creates the library on my dev site. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate how to use with the same technique, um, create a link to this library. So I'll get started. The first thing I need to do is add a new step. I'm going to continue with the original flow and I need to use the same action, the send a HTTP request, and I can see that I see it here. I'll select it. And if I open this, uh, the um, the action right before, I'm going to be using some of similar information. For the site address, I'm going to enter the custom value, and I'm going to select from the dynamic content the site URL. So there it is. For the method, I'm going to be using post because we are creating something new. And the URI, I'm going to be creating I'll copy the first part because it starts in the same way. So it's the front slash underscore API front slash web front slash, and then I need to add navigation front slash and the quick launch, which is where we're going to be adding the link. Okay, so then we're going to get into the parts of the headers. I need a content type, so I'm going to copy it from the top part and paste it into my new action. For the value, it will be the same thing, the application JSON OData verbose. So I will copy it and I'm going to paste it in the enter value field. The next one that I need, the next header is accept, and it will be the same value, application JSON OData is equal to verbose. And in this one, I need a third header, which is the X request digest. The value will be jQuery, which is a Java library for anybody interested in knowing that. I'll open my quotes and I need to put request digest. It'll be .val. And we're done with this part. Then we're going to get to the body. And I'm going to put the open and close curly braces. It usually, most of the time it starts out this way. I'm going to copy the top part because it's going to be starting in the same manner. And I see that I forgot, I didn't copy uh, the quote. There we go. And I'm just going to delete after the sp.list, I'm going to delete the list and replace it by a navigation node. Okay. And then I'm going to put in some breaks, some extra lines. It will be easier to see the code this way. So the next item is external, and I'll put true. The next one that I need to put is title, and this will be the name of the link that shows up on the quick launch. It can be any title we want, but I'm going to be calling it flow link demo 2. And the last thing that I need is the URL, the actual link to the library. And I'm going to parameterize it, which basically means I'm going to be building it up through variables. I'm not going to hard code it in. That way it can be used for any link. I'll have to put a front slash after the site URL, and I need lists. It can be very tricky to type sometimes in the with the send a HTTP request to SharePoint 2. So sometimes I'm struggling with it. There we go. It's doing it again. Puts me at the top. Okay, so I'm hoping it keeps all my open and close quotes. I'll save. And then we're done. So I'm going to run it, but before I do, I'm just going to check my Midnight Coder dev site, and I'm going to need to copy the URL, so I'll do that right away. I also want to make sure that I didn't leave any, okay, I don't have any site contents there, any libraries that were already created and hanging around. I deleted them before I started to record the video. So I'll save again. I'm hoping I didn't make any silly mistakes or typos. Wait till it's saved. My goodness, Flow is very slow this evening. Okay, and we'll test. Or actually, I'm gonna run. So I'll go back. I'll run. I'm going to paste in the URL. The list name, we'll call it demo 1 library. This is a demo library in the description, and then I'll run flow, and we're done. Oh, okay, it's still running. And it succeeded. I'm surprised actually. Usually I make a typo. So if I go to the Midnight Coder dev site, I'll refresh and I should see the link. There we are, Flow Link Demo 2. If I click on it, my Demo 1 library. So I hope that you found this useful, and I'll be continuing to do several videos in this series working with lists, working with, how to create a list, which was part 1, how to create the URL to connect to that library. And the next thing in my next video that I'll be doing was going to be how to create different columns in this library using the REST API. So I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.